don't touch anybody, don't put your mouth on anybody, it's disgusting. Oh, this video better be good because I just shut my AC off in 80-degree weather. Hi, welcome to the video. Today, well, you read the title, you know what we're talking about. College. Specifically, things that I wish I knew before college and things that you should probably know before college. As like a bigger sister figure, I'm just gonna tell you these things because I wish that someone would have told me. These are completely based off of my own experiences, the people around me's experiences, and things that I've observed through other people's videos. If you need to know a little bit about my college experience, because I know not everything is like copy and paste for everybody, it's hard to generalize with these types of videos. I was kind of overly involved. I both was a resident and a commuter first semester, second semester. I was on the cheer team first semester. I did theater the second semester. I was in an a cappella group. I'm the e-board of 2 clubs now, vice president and treasurer of the criminology club and the a cappella group that I was in. I ran for another e-board position, but I didn't end up getting that one. My major is forensic science with a double minor in pre-law and psychology. So I've taken pretty much anything that you can imagine. I was a bad student in high school, but also a good student in high school. And I ended this year with a 3.9 GPA. I also joined a sorority. So that's a whole other video that I want to talk about. I'm sure that at least one of these tips is going to work for you in this video. Okay, now let's get started. So first tip is that your freshman year of college is literally just high school for X amount of months. Now I say X amount of months because I don't really know how long it might last at someone else's school, but for my school, it literally felt like the whole year. You are going to have to deal with drama. You're going to hear about drama. It's going to be bad. I promise you. It's everywhere. You can't escape it. It's because everyone's 18, freshly out of their parents' house, like touching liquor for the first time for a lot of people. And it's just a lot of emotions and hormones and things like running high. So I can only imagine that it wouldn't necessarily turn out well. College is what you make of it. College is what you make of it. I don't know how much I have to say that. People are like, I didn't make any friends. Like, I didn't do anything. I didn't get in any clubs. Yeah, because you didn't do anything with yourself. You have to join clubs. You have to commit to things. You have to, like, put in the time and effort. You have to put yourself out there to make friends. I didn't really fight to make friends my first semester because all of my roommates had a bunch of friends. I had 3 roommates, by the way. And dealing with my roommates and all of their friends was so tiring. Like, and everyone was just borderline evil or, like, weird. So I was just, like, over it. If high school was easy for you, buckle up. No, I'm being so serious. Like, you are going to have a great reality check if you went to, like, a public high school where you were, like, the best, like, in the top 10% of your class. Like, it's going to hit you so hard. Everyone that I've talked to, the people that had a really hard high school experience love college. And the people that had a really easy high school experience or they really loved high school hate college, okay, and like want to go back to the high school days. College comes with a lot of responsibility, self-reliance, a lot of being pushed out of your comfort zone. And if you're not used to those 3 things, you're going to be in for a rude awakening when you hit college. Okay, moving into like move-in stuff, like the practical things. I know that you're probably seeing this in a lot of other videos as well, but I also have to say it. You do not need your whole closet. I wish that I was like lying when I said that because I brought so much clothes. Like I brought 2 full bins of clothes. And I literally kid you not, I think I wore the same like 3 shirts, 4 pairs of pants, 2 pairs of shoes, and like a couple of hoodies. You don't need that many clothes. It literally just makes moving out that much harder. So don't do it to yourself. Like seriously, whatever amount of clothes you're thinking of bringing, half it. Next year, like I'm not bringing as many clothes as I did. On that note though, do bring at least 1 business professional outfit. I feel like people are like, bring business professional clothes. I personally didn't use them like ever. Like maybe twice. I used more business professional clothing in my second semester because I joined a sorority. Just bring like 1 nice pair of heels for a business professional occasion or like a nice cute you know, dressy up occasion, 1 pair of boots, 1 pair of sneakers, 1 pair of flip-flops, and some slip-ons. You don't need more than 5 pairs of shoes, I'll be honest. I've seen a lot of people be like, whatever amount of money you're saving up for college, triple it, double it, it's never enough. You don't need $10,000 for college. I saw a video saying that, and that's just kind of absurd. I went into college with like 20 bucks and a dream, and the only time that ever hurt me was when I wanted something from the vending machine. But outside of that, I maybe save up $500 for college, okay, maybe a little bit more, like $500 to $1,500, that range. Because the only time you're really buying anything is if you need like a new outfit. Usually if you're gonna do that, go to TJ Maxx, go to Charlotte Russe. This kind of doesn't apply if you're a clubber because it does cost anywhere between like $10 to $50 to get into like the club and shit like that, and like buy the outfits and pay for the liquor. Like it ranges. If you're a resident, $500 to $1,500 a semester. Remember, a semester's 3.5 fucking months of your life. You do not fucking need $5,000 for that. Living on campus where you have meal swipes and no means of transportation. You walk everywhere, so you're not paying for gas. You don't need that. You don't need to buy your own food. Like, this only applies if you're a resident living on campus and your parents are paying for your college loans, okay? $500 to $1,500. The next section, your parents aren't paying for your college loans and you're trying to like save up some money, then I'd probably suggest maybe $4,000. If you're a commuter, you're gonna need like $1,000 a month. But I'm gonna get into another video about commuting stuff, so that doesn't really matter right now. Bookstores are scams. College is a scam, but unfortunately I believe in the value of education, so I have to go or whatever. Bookstores are scams because why am I paying $140 for this puffer that's literally $35 at Nordstrom? All because it has my little college logo on it. I can do that with a Cricut. Don't spend your money at a bookstore. Even buying the books at bookstores are so expensive. Go to used bookstores if you're going to buy them. I personally think I bought a book for one class. If you're going to buy your books though, get an electronic version, get a used version, or just look on Amazon if you want to keep it. Because no, bookstores are scams. A lab coat is like $40 in a bookstore and $10 on Amazon. Like, don't spend your money at a bookstore. Go on Amazon, go to cheaper alternatives. Roommate conflict is inevitable, okay? You and your roommates need to be roommates. Roommates, okay? Not friends, not sisters, not brothers, not companions, roommates. Like a coworker. I went random assignment for all 3 of my roommates, and was it the biggest mistake of my life? Yes. Do I kind of recommend it though? Yes. But it's so inevitable. It's so inevitable unless you and your roommate are either really fucking boring or just, I don't know, are part of the 0.01% that like never has a conflict with anybody. You're going to be bothered by something that they do, even if they're not necessarily doing anything really wrong. Like, it's going to be rough. So anyway, moving on. Onto like more academic based stuff. Read through every syllabus carefully. I didn't do this for one of my classes and that I thought attendance was not mandatory for, because the breakdown just said participation, whatever. It didn't say anything on attendance, so I just assumed, okay, attendance isn't mandatory. And every time I went, I would just get pissed off because I hated that teacher. He just read off of a slide that was online anyway. And we had a book to like read from. I didn't have a book, but like we had the slides and everything to read from. So what the hell am I doing in class listening to you read this slide in your monotone ass voice? Like I hated that class, so I never went. And then he sent an academic alert to my academic advisor. Yeah, that was kind of awkward. You're good might not be good enough. In college, everyone is pretty specialized in what they do. That's kind of why you're going to master something that you specialize in. That's the whole point of college. But if you're like joining a club, like, you know, just for fun, just like be careful. Like, I joined a cheer team with like very, very, very little experience, and all of these girls have been doing cheer their whole life, and it was like I got thrown to the sharks. Like, it was so scary, and like they all knew what they were doing and I didn't know what I was doing. So just be careful like what you're throwing yourself into. These people are doing theater, like they've been doing it for a long time as well, and a cheer team, like you're like throwing girls up in the air and then they're gonna get mad at you if you do something wrong. So just know that if you're going to do something that you don't specialize in, remember, you need to be really good at it to like really make your way. If you're going to play catch up in any class, do not do it in a STEM class. It is really hard to catch up in a STEM class because it is so important to get every piece of material that they are talking about. So if you're going to slack off in a class, please make it a humanities class, not your STEM classes. The only time I'll ever be okay with like missing class in like a chemistry or biology class is if it's recorded and then you can watch it back. Go to every class, take notes in class, and then you won't have to study too much outside of class, but STEM classes will push you, okay? I promise. If you are having like a really rough semester, at the end of the semester and one of your grades is not where you want it and like the rest of your grades are like A's, like say you have 1 C and a bunch of A's. Withdraw from that class or convert it to pass fail. And if you have to take it for your major and like with a letter, then just retake the class again and just do better next time. For whatever reason that you were slacking off this time, just make sure that that variable is not a part of it next time and retake it. Or withdraw from the class if you're going to fail. I promise you, a withdraw just goes as a W on your transcript, and that only matters in the event of like if you're transferring or if you're trying to go to law school or med school, you know what I mean? But realistically, people don't really care if you withdraw from a class because it could be for any reason, okay? And they don't know when in the semester you withdrew. So just assume the best, that they won't care. It just goes in as a W. It doesn't hurt your transcript. And then you have a 4.0 GPA at the end of the semester because you have 3 fucking A's and 1 withdraw. And then you just retake it next semester and do better. Also, please use your academic advisors and counselors to your advantage because they really are there for a reason. Graduating earlier is very easy. Like cutting a semester off or a year off of your process of like being in school is very easy, especially if you took AP classes in high school. Talk to your academic counselor if you want to knock a year off of your schooling or even a semester off of your schooling. Like you'll go to school in September and then Christmas break rolls around and then you just won't come back that next semester. Like you'll just live your life and then in May you graduate. That's kind of what a missing semester would look like. But talk to your academic advisor if you have AP credits, because even 2 classes of AP credits, that takes off half of a semester right there. You play your cards right, you take 5 classes, sometimes it's an additional charge, but that additional charge will ultimately be saved if you manage to cut a semester to a year off of your graduation. I've seen some people cut a year and a half off of their graduation time. So, you know what? Just talk to your academic counselor about that. If you are, you know, a more accelerated person and you like to do a lot at the same time and you're willing to put that time in, I highly recommend it. I'm personally graduating a year early. Networking is hard sometimes, but one thing that is really easy is to make a good impression on your major specific teachers. Like if you're a chem major, make a good impression on your chemistry teacher. If you're a criminology major, make a good impression on your criminology teacher. It's just very important. Like they can be used for recommendation letters, referrals, references, great for internships and jobs. Just keep them in your back pocket. Personally, I used my intro to criminology teacher as a recommendation letter for transferring. That's another thing. Take advantage of events on campus. Free food, free networking, free friends, free clothes. Go to every event. Even if you go for 10 minutes, there's gonna be something good there, whether it's food or whatever, one of the things I just said. And put yourself out there. Like, you can't just make friends by not going up to people and being like, hey, do you have Instagram? Or, hey, what classes are you in? Or, hey, do you want to hang out this week? Like, it's really awkward sometimes, but I promise you can make friends, even if it's through other friends. Join clubs realistically. Be careful not to commit to too many things, and be careful to not undercommit yourself. Like, don't join 6 clubs and then go to the first meeting of all of them and then never go again. That's a dangerous, slippery slope to be on because people do talk. People keep records of like your email and your name and things that you don't show up to, and it could get back around to you. So I know that a lot of people are like, join everything and just, you know, never show up because it's great on your resume. Like, no, I promise. Like, you're gonna want the things on your resume to be things that you were actively participating in or things that were just very, very, very low commitment. Okay, getting into like the fun stuff, like the cute stuff. Everyone is a slut. Stay away from everyone. Like, seriously, everyone's a slut. Don't date anybody. Don't touch anybody. Don't put your mouth on anybody. It's disgusting. Men in college are sleeping with anything that they possibly can. Anyone, anything, anytime. Men in college are overly going. They're overly easy. And like, seriously, stay away from them. Don't date them. Don't kiss them. Don't nothing. If you want to feel something, I guess you can kiss them, but please be careful because herpes is very real and incurable. Okay. So, like, dating is just useless, though, because a lot of the time it's just, like, excitement of being in college, and then you lock yourself down, you close yourself off to all these other things, all these other friends, opportunities, experiences, because you're hanging out with this loser. He cheats on you, or he leaves you after 5 months. Like, I kid you not, 95% of my friends or people that I was around this year, they got into relationships, and it either broke off after somewhere from a couple weeks to a couple months, sometimes the entire year, and then the boyfriend would leave them in the last couple months of college, or they got cheated on. A vast majority of them got cheated on. So just don't waste your time with that. Alcohol and partying are a really slippery slope. Please be smart. Like, don't be an idiot. If you're gonna drink, okay, if you're a girl, a pretty girl, whatever. You can be just a girl in general. Because these men are so easy, I highly recommend not paying for any liquor. You can get liquor from easy men. Giggle your way into a couple of shots, like whatever. I had a friend that literally did not pay for a drop of alcohol the entire year. And she was getting drunk like Thursday night, Friday night, Saturday night, like every day, just by hanging out with other people that had alcohol. Don't spend your money on, you know, a fake ID or like alcohol if you're going to be around a bunch of other people that do partake in it, or you want to scam some men out of alcohol. Just saying, it's not that hard. On that same note though, be smart. Don't accept alcohol from just anybody, especially not men. I'm so sorry, men are disgusting in college, because you never know what could happen. Like, if you see it coming directly from a handle, that is completely different. If you see other people drinking it and they're perfectly fine, completely different than if they hand you a cup that they poured themselves and like mixed together some like Coke and rum bullshit. Like, no, don't accept that type of stuff. Seriously. On that same note, men are fucking disgusting. I know I'm kind of shitting on men a lot here, but no, they literally are. A lot of the time, if you drink and you are impaired around a man, it's just like something in his tiny little brain. It's just like he's just thinking that with that thing down there. They will grab you, they will touch you, they will make advances on you. It's like a drunk girl is like they are a moth to a flame. It is so weird. So don't trust any guys. And even like your closest guy friends are probably a little bit skeevy that you don't even know. Like, unfortunately, even I was shocked at times that these guys that I was close with were that way. And like my friend was even like, I cannot believe that this person turned out to be like this. It's hurtful and it's hard. Smoking culture in college is weird. Don't share anything with anybody. I personally don't drink or smoke, like, I'm not gonna lie, but don't share nicotine with anybody. Like, a lot of people would like just pass around nicotine or carts and stuff like that, and I'm just like, ew. My friend was sharing a cart with this girl who literally got diagnosed with chlamydia and then mono. And mind you, you can get STIs and STDs from just like, you know, saliva transmission. Never risk that shit. Don't share straws, don't share forks, don't share spoons, don't like, if you're going to sleep with people, know who you're sleeping with, use protection, and don't sleep with just any random. Like, you need to know who you're sleeping with. My roommate had a guy in the room that she thought she could trust, and he was literally sleeping with another girl. Like, he would come directly from her house to our dorm room to sleep with her and then go back there to sleep with her. Just like, that's why it's so important to use protection, because my roommate didn't. He was like,
I hate protection. It just doesn't feel the same.
A woman saying that is so disheartening. And then the last but not least, don't rebrand your socials thinking that like anybody cares. Like, oh my god, I need to post this, I need to fix this highlight, I need to delete this post, it's so embarrassing. Literally no one cares. In college, embarrassment out the window. If you're at a regular school, especially in New England, where everyone's tired and overworked and burnt out, then you don't have to care all the time. It doesn't really matter. And especially don't break your back over your social media, because realistically no one cares about that either. So I hope that this video kind of helped you. I hope that it also kind of scared you, because everyone deserves a little bit of a wake-up call at times, and I think that college is a huge wake-up call. A huge opportunity to grow, a huge opportunity to shrink, whatever you need in your life in that specific moment. All I have to say though is that college is a learning experience at the end of the day. So everything I said here is just my personal experience and what I observed from other people around me. Whatever happens to you happens to you. Don't take my word as gospel, but do take it seriously. Have a good day, guys, and good luck with college. I'll see you in another video. And like, if you want to have like videos like a brutally honest college packing guide or tips for commuters, I feel like no one makes videos about commuters, so I definitely do want to do a commuter video. Like, there's just like so much I could talk about college, so I would love to continue to make these videos. So if you have any ideas, please leave them down below, and if this gets no comments, then just ignore that I even said that and move on with your life. So yeah, thanks for watching. Bye.